there, Deborah Abram here with Everyday Faith, day 23, the month of loneliness. Hope you're having a good month so far. So today's reading comes from Job 7:19. Why won't you leave me alone, at least long enough for me to swallow? Of all the people of the Bible, few experienced the pain and suffering that Job encountered. He endured great pain, trouble, and grief. While Job didn't always handle his affliction in the best way, there are many valuable lessons we can learn from his story. One of those lessons is the need to remove ourselves from certain situations in order to process, heal, and deal with whatever situation is at hand in a way that is more appropriate or productive. Taking time away to be alone can help us not respond in anger, focus on prayer and hearing from God, think through the situations from a more objective perspective, and much more. And so it then asks what other benefits come from choosing to be alone for a short period of time. I thought this Job is a very interesting story. It's a short story. I reread it today before doing this reading, and Job is so like us. I mean, at least like me. I can only speak for myself. First, he hears a message from God that God wants him to do this, go talk to the people of Nineveh. He doesn't want to, so he runs away, causes trouble with the people on the boat, tells them, well, it's my fault, throw me over. So they did, and he gets swallowed up by a whale and is sitting there for 3 days, which is symbolic of the 3 days from the crucifixion to the resurrection. Then he gets a second, so the whale, but vomits him up on dry land. He goes and does what God wanted him to do. In the beginning, doesn't like what God's decision after. He changes his mind about that he's going to have mercy for the Ninevites. And he doesn't like that, so he goes and sits under a tree, pouts. He wants to die, or says he does, but he sits under a tree, and God grows this plant, gives him shade, which he likes the shade and the plant, but then God puts a worm in it and eats it. And then he gets upset about that, and so God teaches him about compassion through this. But anyway, aren't we often rejecting and fussing about the way things are for us? And that reflection time in the belly is very important. We have times where we can think about our lives and what we want. And aren't we kind of in the belly right now during this pandemic? Well, we have much more quiet time, and we can use this time to contemplate our life and hopefully learn from it. So on my little list of what other benefits come from choosing to be alone for a short period of time, and yours may be different, but I did put reflection time. And in the midst of anger, a quiet time lets us to calm down. As a counselor, I often tell my clients, that they're in the midst of anger, that's not a time to take action or to say stuff. You need a timeout. And sometimes with couples, I give them fight rules. One of the fight rules is to, take a timeout. If you're getting too upset, you need to take a timeout. Let yourself time to cool down, then come discuss things. So reflection, calm down. It's also possible through this quiet time, this gestation time, it's possible to see things differently. And also it could be a time for rest. We're all resting from our busyness that maybe we were involved in before. I know I am. And then hopefully you'll have some transformation. So that's my list. Love to see what your list is. So post in the comments below what your list is. Have a great day. Have a great month. Thank you. Bye bye.